fun and friends. Hey students, stop in and grab lunch to go. 2 slices for only $5. Or stay and play games in a laid-back, family-friendly atmosphere. Featuring delicious Brooklyn-style pizza, the Corner Slice is the perfect place to celebrate the Sailors or just come and chill with friends. Open daily from noon to close, and the pizza is hot and ready to go. Located upstairs in Old Town Square at 7th and Lincoln, the Corner Slice. You're gonna love it.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdown dances.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Good evening, y'all. I'm JC May. I'm a junior in high school. I'm number 21. I play point guard and wing. I've been playing basketball for about 7 years now. Outside of school and sports, I'm actively involved in 4-H. I'd like to go to college at MSU or Wyoming. I would like to play basketball in college. My favorite subject in school is science. My favorite movie is Sweet Home Alabama. Last summer, I was actively involved in raising a 4-H market hog. I raised 3 of my own. I took one to county. I took one to county. I took one to state fair, and I did pretty well with that. And then I sold one private treaty. My goal for the season is to provide a fun-filled environment for me and my teammates. And my goals for life are to just be a leader and be looked up to by younger people in my life. What I will remember the most about being a Sailor is the family and community. I think that we all get along pretty well and all this stuff, and I love the support from the community from coming and watching. Once again, I'm JC, I'm a junior, and I am proud to be a Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the Sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Hi, this is Terry.
And this is Phil.
From Russell's Auto Salon.
At Russell's, we make it easy for you. All you got to do is bring me an email address and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
We are proud to support Steamboat Sailors. Whenever you go on a long trip, it is important to check your vehicle's fluids. Not just oil and brake, but also your windshield wiper fluid, so you can see better. A quick tip so you don't get hit.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. Call us at 970-879-1515.
Hi, Steamboat friends. This is Charlie Green from Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Do you ever notice how grumpy your parents get when house guests arrive? Or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane for the best price and selection on Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Simmons mattresses. Plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. If everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
Steamboat Resorts has been welcoming the world to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. With a large array of properties situated around the mountain base, we can host you, your family, and friends for your next Steamboat vacation. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for your Locals Connection discount. That's 879-8000, or go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts, the lodging leader.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Jack Martin. I'm a senior at Steamboat. I'm number 4. I'm a guard. I've been playing since my freshman year. I also like to play ultimate frisbee. Outside of school and sports, I'm involved in paper mache. I'd like to go to college at CU. I probably will not play in college. In 10 years, I see myself being a successful businessman. My favorite subject in school is math or stats. My favorite movie is Monsters, Inc. I like this movie because it's scary. Last summer I worked construction. I traveled a little bit this summer. I spent some time with my family. I worked for Timberland. I built a garage this summer in Clark, and it took about a month and a half. And I also built a deck, and that was about another month, and it was a good experience, and I envisioned what I would do for basketball season. I think about it all the time. I visualize the plays in my sleep, and I make sure I'm always prepared. My goal for this season is to improve. My goals for life are to have fun, and what I'll remember most about being a Sailor is being with my teammates. My name is Jack Martin. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a Sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Retirement, just not for me. I'm an old Air Force vet pushing 80. I've got no intention of quitting anytime soon. Apparently, my heart didn't get that memo. I went to the doctor thinking, case of exercise-induced asthma. A few tests later, I learned I had a critical blockage known as the Widowmaker. But the cardiologist at UC Health, they worked together to bring it back out of retirement.
Read Val Terman's story at uchealth.org/stories. UC Health. Live extraordinary.
This is Steamboat Sailors basketball, brought to you by Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, The Corner Slice, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Steamboat Ace Hardware, UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, Chris Puckett at the downtown Edward Jones office, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and Mountain Mattress and Furniture. We now send it to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors basketball.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Lone Epstein, live on the call here at Kelly Meek Gymnasium for the Steamboat Springs girls basketball game against Battle Mountain, the second of a back-to-back. Steamboat played in Battle Mountain yesterday, just 24 hours ago. First bucket of the day, that is going to be good by Gabriela Caballero. Sailors lost yesterday 60-39, blown out of the water. And that's coming off of a 3-game win streak in which they were defensively one of the best teams in the conference. Jack, what do they need to do today to prevent Battle Mountain from scoring another 60 points?
You know, you were talking about how defensively well they were playing, and I think they need to keep that up. Their turnovers have been great. I think if they can keep getting turnovers, they definitely have more chances to be able to score baskets and get a few layups.
JC May just put up a shot. It went on the top of the backboard and then in the bucket. I don't think they're going to count it, as it did go on top of the backboard, which means it went out of bounds. So Battle Mountain's going to get it back here. It's going to be Gabriela Caballero. Now in the corner, Alden Pennington for 3, no good. Rebound, Battle Mountain, and the second attempt from Maggie Skidmore can't hit. Sailors get it back. Moving right to left on your radio dial. It's going to be JC May. Kick it around far side. Over to Katie Lake, and it's going to be stolen. Here's Audrey Teague. Turns out. Finds Pennington. Pennington looking back up top to Teague. She's guarded by Katie Lake. In the corner, back to Pennington, runs the baseline, puts up a layup out of bounds. Battle Mountain retains possession. Battle Mountain Huskies wearing their all-black uniforms, white letters, white numbers, white piping down the sides. Sailors in their home whites with red letters and numbers.
You know what? It is surprising to me that we have players such as Erica Simmons or Shelby Weissing on the bench. Those are two pretty proficient defensive players, and I think it'd be great for a coach to put them in. Really key for their defense right now.
Yeah, and you weren't with me yesterday in Battle Mountain. Shelby Weiss barely played in the second and third quarters. She played in the first, got into some foul trouble, and then played in the fourth. So it'll be interesting to see how Ibarra uses her in the lineup today. As this ball goes out of bounds on the offensive end for the Sailors. Lucy Shimmick is going to inbound it. Shimmick looks up, finds JC May. May shoots a three-point shot off the front iron, no good, gets her own rebound, thought about putting it up again. Instead kicks it over to Katie Lake for three, off the window, got it. And the Sailors with their first bucket of the game give them the lead 3-2. Alden Pennington now. He's going to work it over to Caballero. She's going to hit a three. No good. Shimmick gets the board. Lucy Shimmick was kind of a non-factor in yesterday's game. She didn't have her regular defensive output, and she also didn't have her regular scoring output. She's going to look for something better today as she puts up a shot, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to JC May. May now working, Euro step, inside, off the window, got it. That was a sweet little move from JC May, wouldn't you say?
Little mini Mac Renneker there.
Sailors go up 5-2. Man, what do you think it would be like if they could gather themselves after losing by 21 points and come back and win this game today?
I think that'd be great for them. I don't think they're expecting much to come out of the season, but the more wins they get, the better they'll feel, and I think the more that Coach Ibarra will have faith in them. Katie Lake taking the ball down right now. She is a great player. She's already put up 3 points today, and I expect to see a lot more from her.
And now it's going to be the Sailors. After Battle Mountain ties it up with a Caballero two-pointer, it's 5-5 now. Sailors working. It'll be Katie Lake inside. Give it to Lucy Shimmick. She puts up a shot, no good. Pulled down by Shahan. Battle Mountain working now. Give it over to Teague. Now out to Pennington. Top of the key, it's going to be Shahan. Cross court to Caballero. Down low once more. As Pennington's working versus Rose Epstein. Back up top to Teague. Splits the defense and stolen away by JC May. Great job there from JC May as we run with 4:20 left to play in this first quarter of action. We're going to see a timeout here from the referee.
Sailors right now have 0 fouls on the board. That's really important for them. If they get into foul trouble in games that are low scoring, which typically are more common for this girls team, every single defensive foul or offensive foul really hurts them, puts the other team at the line. The more free throws that go up, it'll really stack up on them, and we've seen that happen to them multiple times. You know, Rose Epstein has fouled out many times. If she can keep her hands to herself this game, that'll be very important for them, I believe.
Absolutely. As another shot here from Battle Mountain. Rebound by JC May. May in the corner. Finds Sierra Harrison. Harrison working now. Give it back up top to Katie Lake. Lake's going to drive in, put up a shot. No good. Pulled down by Caballero. Huskies moving the ball. Up top now. It's Pennington. 2-on-1 opportunity. Goes coast to coast for the layup. No good. Gets her own rebound. Kick it out. Shahan, top of the key. And a shot here. Bang. As that is Mia Bettis. Might be Kayla Woodworth, actually. I've got 2 number 15s on the roster. I think it's Kayla Woodworth, as she is the junior. Bettis is a freshman, so we'll go with Woodworth on that. So, Sailors now handling it. Up top to Katie Lake. Lake drives in, puts up a shot. No good from the free throw line. Shahan rebound. Caballero now for the Huskies. Up 8-5 after the 3 from Woodworth. Caballero hands it. Cross court over to Pennington. Inside, stolen away by Harrison. Sailors doing a good job in the defensive end in the paint. This first quarter of play as Rose Epstein gives it up top now to Lake. Back to Epstein. Epstein's going to work it down low. JC May, pump fake, runs off the pick. No look pass out to Katie Lake. Lake's going to drive in, left hand. Sierra Harrison. They disrespected her there. Didn't even close out on the three-point shot as Lake takes a deep two. No good. Rebound goes to the Huskies. Caballero, 1-on-2. In and out. Steps back. Pulls it. That's a waste of a possession there as it's wrapped up by Katie Lake and Pennington. Jump ball goes to the Sailors.
Problem with the Sailors that has been pretty consistent throughout the season is rebounds. You know, they don't really ever go in for them. If Sam Campbell's in the game, you'll see her go in for them. Katie Lake is typically the one that'll take him down, but just a couple 30 seconds ago, we saw a fast break by Battle Mountain taken all the way down. It was 1-on-3, and she got the rebound. I mean, the Sailors, it's got to be addressed at some point. There's three of them just standing on the basket. Not a single one did anything. And then it was turned around for a three. Just easy stuff like crashing the board makes all the difference for them in these games.
As ball's going to be tipped out of bounds on the Sailors' offensive end. And Battle Mountain will get it back with 2 minutes to play in the first. So here we go now. Shahan handles it. Give it over far side. Caballero, 3-ball, no good. Air ball, out of bounds, Sailors. And we're going to see a timeout from Coach Ibarra and company as we play with 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. I want to say a quick shout out to some of our sponsors here.
Yamp Valley Bank, the Yamp Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend, the corner slice. Celebrate the Sailors with good food, fun, and friends in Old Town Square in downtown Steamboat. Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515.
As we come out of the timeout, Sailors are going to have the ball. JC May on the inbounds pass. Here we go now. Down low. Here's Weiss getting her first minutes of the game. Work it back up top. Katie Lake, a contested deep two, way high off the backboard. Shahan pulls down the rebound. Eleanor Shahan, one of the taller girls on the floor. She sends it down low. Pump fake, inside, layup, no good. That was Kayla Woodworth. She got fouled, and she'll shoot two.
We did see Shelby Weiss just check in for Sierra Harrison. She's going to be a key player in this defense right now.
First shot is good from Woodworth. And she'll get one more. 1:28 left to go. Battle Mountain up now 10-5. Woodworth goes 2 for 2. Here we go. Katie Lake's going to handle it. Sailors moving right to left on your radio dial. Directly after this broadcast, Sailors boys are going to take on in what should be a fun one versus the boys Battle Mountain Huskies. Work it over, far side. Weiss along the baseline. Gets trapped in the corner by 2. Loses it for a moment. Rose Epstein's able to pull it back out. Weiss in the corner. Had the 3. Decided not to take it. Spins around back to Epstein. Epstein far side top corner. Now up top of the key, it's going to be Katie Lake. Little pick and roll offense here as we get it back to Shelby Weiss. Top of the key. Now over to Shimmick. Deep 2. Air ball out of bounds. Goes to the Huskies. Pennington for the Huskies. Under a minute to play in the first. 51 seconds to go and counting. Alden Pennington gives it inside. Stolen away. Eleanor Shahan's able to get a hand on it. And it's a little bounce pass inside to Caballero, and she finishes it off for 2. 12-5. Huskies running away with it. May inside. May's going to give and go with Epstein. Now out to Lake for three. Close, but no cigars. It goes off the back iron, and Huskies pull it down. Caballero over to Pennington. Wide open three. No good. And look who's there for the rebound. It's Audrey Teague. 13, 12, 11. Countdown commences as we fall under 10. 10 seconds to go. Teague handles it, runs off the pick, loses the ball, and it goes back with the Sailors. 4.9 on the clock. Sailors on the defensive end. They've got to go all the way down the floor. You think they can do it, Jack?
I do not think so, no.
Here we go. It's going to be J.C. May. May working, pulls a deep shot, and that's way off as it goes out of bounds. That'll do it for this first quarter of action. I'm Lone Epstein live on the call with Jack Colfer at Kelly Meek Gymnasium. Sailors down 12-5 after one.
The Corner Slice is proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Celebrate with great food, fun, and friends. Hey students, stop in and grab lunch to go. 2 slices for only $5. Or stay and play games in a laid-back, family-friendly atmosphere. Featuring delicious Brooklyn-style pizza, the Corner Slice is the perfect place to celebrate the Sailors or just come and chill with friends. Open daily from noon to close, and the pizza is hot and ready to go. Located upstairs in Old Town Square at 7th and Lincoln, the Corner Slice. You're gonna love it.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdown dances.
Sydney asked him to focus the camera.
We're back live on 105.7 KTYV. I'm Lone Epstein with Jack Colfer. After one, Battle Mountain Huskies crosstown rivalry with the Sailors. They lead 12-5 in the Sailors' house. It's going to be Caballero working, almost stolen away by Epstein. Teague handles it now. She's going to split the defense, go all the way to the rack and get 2. 14-5. Huskies dominating here early as we're just underway here in the second quarter of action. Thanks for everyone listening, everyone watching. We finally got our video to work, as had some technical difficulties throughout the year. Sailors inside. It's going to be Epstein. Kick it out. Weiss for 3. No good. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, she hits it.
Almost.
Shelby Weiss took a Sailor bounce. I thought that was way off, and she got the 3 ball. No, they're going to give her 2 for it. So it looks like her foot was just inside the line, 14-7. On the other end, Caballero got fouled. She'll shoot 2.
I do not necessarily agree with that foul. Shelby Weiss was there. She looked like her hands were right up in the air, but can't argue with the refs in these games.
So Weiss with her first foul of the game. Sailors doing a better job cleaning it up, as they've only got 2 so far. A minute into this second quarter. Caballero, first shot, no good. Sailors will be taking on Glenwood Springs on Saturday as they look to improve their record. They've got 5 wins on the season. A couple more, they're going to be in playoff talks, as Caballero will have 1 more free throw. Battle Mountain doubling up 14-7. Caballero hits it, make it 15-7. Sailors have some work to do here. J.C. May handles it. May, give it over to Epstein. Now to Lake, loses it for a moment, somehow comes out. Here's Epstein, and she gets blocked. Wow. Rose Epstein went along the baseline, and Caballero said, no. Weiss will inbound it. Finds Shimmick, takes a shot, no good. Caballero somehow is able to save it from going out of bounds and gets the rebound. Work it down low. And it's going to be up to Shahan. She takes a shot and hits it. Eleanor Shahan from 10 feet out. 17-7, 10-point game. Worked over. J.C. May up top. Weiss for 3. Toe was on the line. Can't hit it again. It looks like Shelby Weiss Did she forget her basketball shoes there? No, she's wearing them.
Not quite.
I don't know why. I thought I saw she was wearing Converse.
OG basketball
Chuck
shoes.
Taylor's 60s, that's right. Inbounded from Weiss over to May. Puts up a shot and buries it. That might be the prettiest three-point shot I've seen all year. As J.C. May with the high arc makes it 17-10. Huskies working now. Inside. T gets it stolen away. Sailors are going to have another opportunity here. 6:08 to go in this second quarter. Here's Shelby Weiss. Down low to Shimmick. Shimmick working up top. Finds J.C. May. Steps under a block and puts up another one. No good. Man, she's hot right now. That was a little heat check. Pennington comes away with the rebound. Give it up to Shahan. Here's a shot. In transition. No good. Sailors bounce as it goes out into the arms of J.C. May. Katie Lake's going to handle it. Work it over to May. Now down low to Shimmick. Shot along the baseline. No good. Caballero gets the rebound. There's going to be a foul called here.
I think something the Sailors should be working on right now is they haven't made many shots from under 10 feet. I think if they can crash the boards a little more, get inside the paint, and put up a few more easy layups or maybe a couple from right in front of the free throw line, they might be able to have a few more points on the board.
Always higher percentage if you're working inside. That's absolutely right. As that foul was called on Katie Lake. I think it was an over the back. Battle Mountain's going to get it back. Inside, it's Caballero working versus Shimmick. Steps back behind the three-point line, handles it near side top corner. Gives it inside. Shahan's going to post up, get to the rack, and she's called for a travel. So, Eleanor Shahan, the senior, number 12. Almost had a nice bucket there.
That's what happens when you got the good defense on. You're making them mess up.
Epstein was in there in the paint as well as Weiss. You're absolutely right, Jack. Here's a three from Katie Lake. Can't hit there. Shahan redeems herself with a rebound on the other end. Goes to the floor with it, and Caballero pulls it out. Here we go. 2-on-1 opportunity in transition. Caballero's just going to spin around. Hit it over to Pennington along the baseline. Oh, man, that was such a sweet pass as Pennington was trying to find Maggie Skidmore. Skidmore just going to get a hand on it, and now we're going to see a foul here. I believe this is going to be on Shelby Weiss, and indeed it will be. That's her second of the game. 4:48 to play in the second quarter. Battle Mountain throwing it inbounds. Pump fake here. Goes out. Sailors have the ball. 17-10 on KTYV 105.7.
Erica Simmons just checked in. You can see her being pretty aggressive sometimes inside. She'll be working inside, although not being one of the shorter players on the team. She is pretty high scoring when she's having a good game.
Lucy Shimmick back up top. Give it to Simmons. Back to Shimmick now. Far side top corner. Down low. Sierra Harrison. She's going to be worked versus Skidmore. Gives it inside to Katie Lake. She steps back. Loses it for a moment. Now finds Simmons. They're working it around the horn. Inside, Simmons, 10-foot J, no good. Can she get the rebound? No, she can't. And the Huskies pull it down. Skidmore to Pennington, to Caballero for three. Nothing but net. Make it 20-10. At Kelly Meek. What a possession. That was like the 2011 Spurs. That ball was moving, folks. There's a shot from Simmons, gets a Sailor bounce, and goes in. That's a three ball. And we're back to within 7, 20-13. Sailors not dying yet at this point in the game last night. Sailors were falling behind by a lot. And another steal here from Sierra Harrison. Sailors just need a couple big shots. They're right back in it. Down by 7, 3.5 to go in the first half. Katie Lake gives it up to Shimmick. Steps in. Shot. No good. Huskies come away with it. This is a fast-paced game as Huskies try to work it inside. Shahan was there for the rebound after the Skidmore missed lay-in. They're going to call a jump ball, give it to the Huskies. Alden Pennington's going to check out, as well as Kayla Woodworth.
The girls did pretty good on that last rebound. There's 2 of them against 1. You know, just little stuff like that, little baby steps will get them moving, get them a few more possessions each time.
Battle Mountain throwing it in bounds. Last time they did it was touched by the Sailors and it went out. Huskies. Here's a shot from Ariana Lopez. No good. Shahan gets the rebound. Puts up a second attempt. Can't get it to fall. And now the rebound is going to be pulled away by Katie Lake. She got into a little brawl there with Caballero. Elbows were thrown. Sailors come away with it. Here's a shot from Epstein. No good. Hits the front iron. Not enough on that. Shimmick gets the board. Sends it out to Epstein again. Bounce pass over to Simmons in the corner. Back up to Epstein. Working around the horn. Shimmick puts up a J. Can't hit. Sailors not doing a very good job of crashing the boards in the offensive zone, as this one's gathered by the Huskies. Stolen by Epstein. And the Sailors once more have another offensive opportunity. Wow. So Epstein handles it. Down low to Lake, dribbles it off her foot. Now Epstein gets it again. Bounce pass over to Simmons. She puts up a shot, goes off the backboard. Ariana Lopez is able to handle it there. And Eleanor Shahan comes away with it. Huskies have the ball. We're going to see a whistle here. And it's going to be a blood timeout from Eleanor. Eleanor Shahan's got a little cut on her shoulder. She's going to have to come out for a moment.
Sailors are doing pretty good today on their defensive, at least for the past few minutes. They've been picking up their turnovers, which they have been almost notorious for these past few games. They've gotten a few. Something that Lucy Shimmick has been really good at is just being able to read the play, being able to know what's going to happen before it actually happens.
Battle Mountain inbounds it. Here's Teague. Can't corral the pass as it goes out of bounds. $1:55 remaining in the first half. And we're going to see a timeout from the Huskies. I want to say a quick shout out to some of our sponsors here on 105.7 KTYV. Also on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com for Jack Holfram, Lone Epstein.
Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. UC Health, Yampa Valley Medical Center, bringing innovative and leading-edge care to patients throughout the Rocky Mountains. Chris Puckett at the downtown Edwards Jones office. Call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
And after this timeout, the Sailors are going to handle it. 20-13, your score here midway through 2. As the Sailors almost get it stolen away. Teague is going to be tripped up, and Katie Lake gets it, but she's called for a foul. NBA trade deadline just one day away, as my phone is popping off with updates. Big trade as Washington Wizards are going to send Otto Porter Jr. to the Bulls in exchange for Jabari Parker. Big salary dump there. Jabari Parker on a big contract. Should be fun to see how that trade works out. 1:37 left to go. Ball goes out of bounds with the Huskies. Sailors will take control. Here's Katie Lake working it down low. Inside, Samantha Campbell checks in, and she gets the bucket. Way to persevere there as she missed the first attempt, got the rebound, and put it back up for 2. 5-point game, 20-15. Caballero for the Huskies. Calls for everybody to clear out. She's going to get D'd up by Shimmick. And that's a hard screen there. Shimmick gets sent to the floor, and the missed shot from Maggie Skidmore, no good. Sailors get it back. Under a minute to play now. Worked around. Stolen away again. It's Ariana Lopez this time as she works it up the floor. Over to Teague. Cross-court dribble. Crossover dribble. As Caballero tips it into the arms of Simmons. Now to Shimmick in transition. Layup no good. Gets fouled. Wow. Sailors doing it on both ends.
some high-paced gameplay right here, but even with all this fast-paced, the Sailors are still only 4 fouls in this half, which is pretty big for them, I believe.
It's very good, yeah. And Shimmick's at the free throw line. I believe she's shooting 2. First one's good. 4-point game, 20-16. Sailors lost by 21 points last night to this team in Battle Mountain. Sailors on the floor for the final minute. Campbell, Harrison, Shimmick at the free throw line, Simmons and Katie Lake. Here's a second shot from Shimmick. Got it. So Lucy Shimmick makes it a one-possession game as the Sailors are now down by 3. 37 seconds to play. Pennington is going to get called for a double dribble, and the Sailors get it back. Errors, errors, errors for the Huskies. Katie Lake now with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Give it over to Simmons. Back to Katie Lake. Pump fake in the corner. It's Sierra Harrison back up top to Lake. Lake down low. Harrison inside to Campbell. Posts up verse 2, and they lose the ball. The Sailors pick it up, and that's an over and back call.
I think they were looking to have the last possession of the game, but that just sloppy pass will give it back to the Huskies with 11 seconds left. I think that this is going to be the last possession unless the Sailors can milk a turnover out of it.
11.8 seconds to go. Sailors down 20-17 as we near the end of this first half. Caballero gets the inbounds pass. Clock counting down. 5. She runs off the pick. Splits the defense. Goes up for 2. No good. Pull it down, and the final buzzer sounds. That'll do it. After the first half, Sailors are going to head into the locker room down by 3, 20-17. For Jack Colfer, I'm Lowen Epstein, live on 105.7 KTYV. Also on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com. We'll see you after the break.
This is Steamboat Sailors Basketball, brought to you by Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, The Corner Slice, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Steamboat Ace Hardware, UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, Chris Puckett at the downtown Edward Jones office, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and Mountain Mattress and Furniture.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Hi, this is Terry.
And this is Phil.
From Russell's Auto Salon.
At Russell's, we make it easy for you. All you got to do is bring me an email address and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
We are proud to support Steamboat Sailors. Whenever you go on a long trip, it is important to check your vehicle's fluids. Not just oil and brake, but also your windshield wiper fluid, so you can see better. A quick tip so you don't get hit.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. Call us at 970-879-1515.
Hi, Steamboat friends. This is Charlie Green from Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Do you ever notice how grumpy your parents get when house guests arrive? Or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane for the best price and selection on Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Simmons mattresses. Plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. If everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
Steamboat Resorts has been welcoming the world to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. With a large array of properties situated around the mountain base, we can host you, your family, and friends for your next Steamboat vacation. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for your Locals Connection discount. That's 879-8000, or go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts, the lodging leader.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Ethan Piles, and I'm a junior.
My number is 23. I am a point guard. I've been playing for 3 years. I also like to play football sometimes. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in theater. I'd like to go to college at Fort Lewis in Durango. Hopefully I can play in college, and it would be basketball. In 10 years, I see myself as the CEO of Apple. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Toy Story because it's magical and reminds me of my childhood. Last summer, I ate a lot of chips, I played a lot of video games, and I drove around a lot because I like driving. The best place I drove to was Fish Creek because it's beautifully amazing. My goal for the season is to win league and win 3 playoff games. My goals for life are to reproduce and have children. What I will remember most about being a sailor is basketball and being harassed until I was a junior. And my name is Ethan Piles. I'm a junior, and I am proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Retirement? Just not for me. I'm an old Air Force vet pushing 80. I've got no intention of quitting anytime soon. Apparently, my heart didn't get that memo. I went to the doctor thinking, case of exercise-induced asthma. A few tests later, I learned I had a critical blockage known as the Widowmaker. But the cardiologists at UC Health, they worked together to bring it back out of retirement.
Read Val Terman's story at uchealth.org/stories. UC Health. Live extraordinary.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Erica Simmons, and I'm a sophomore. I'm number 2, and I'm a point guard. I've been playing basketball since first grade. I also like to play tennis and volleyball. Outside of school and sports, I'm involved in the community. I like to babysit and volunteer. In 10 years, I see myself being active, living in a fun place, and hanging out with friends, I guess. My favorite subject in school is math. Last summer, I hung out with my friends and I babysat a bunch. I went to 2 weeks of volleyball camp and 2 weeks of basketball camp also, which was really fun. I met a lot of new people. My goal for this season is to have fun and become a strong, good team and teammates, and hopefully win some games. What I remember most about being a sailor is the coaches and the teammates. They're all super fun and encouraging and good to be around, and we have a lot of fun on our overnight trips. I'm Erica, and I'm a sophomore, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
The Corner Slice is proud to support the Steamboat Sailors. Celebrate with great food, fun, and friends. Hey students, stop in and grab lunch to go. 2 slices for only $5. Or stay and play games in a laid-back, family-friendly atmosphere. Featuring delicious Brooklyn-style pizza, the Corner Slice is the perfect place to celebrate the Sailors or just come and chill with friends. Open daily from noon to close, and the pizza is hot and ready to go. Located upstairs in Old Town Square at 7th and Lincoln, the Corner Slice. You're gonna love it.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdown dances.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the Sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Hi, this is Terry.
And this is Phil.
From Russell's Auto Salon.
At Russell's, we make
fluids. Not just oil and brake, but also your windshield wiper fluid, so you can see better. A quick tip so you don't get hit.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. Call us at 970-879-1515.
This is Steamboat Sailors Basketball, brought to you by Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, The Corner Slice, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Steamboat Ace Hardware, UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, Chris Puckett at the downtown Edward Jones office, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and Mountain Mattress and Furniture. We now send it to the booth for the call of Steamboat Sailors Basketball.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Loan Epstein, live on the call here at Kelly Meek Gymnasium. Sailors girls, we're down by 3, but Alden Pennington bangs a shot home. Puts them up by 5, 22-17, and we're off to start this second half. Lucy Shimmick's going to handle it. Find Katie Lake inside. Left-hand layup. Got it. And 30 seconds in, we've got a couple buckets already. Jack, what'd you see in that first half Sailors need to improve on?
You know, their defense was okay. It picked up a little bit towards the last 2 minutes of the game, but I think if they could work on getting into paint a little bit more, getting those easy shots in, it could really turn this game around for them.
Going to be a foul called here on J.C. May, as that's going to be the Sailors' first of the half. They did a good job staying out of foul trouble last half, as Battle Mountain's going to throw it back in. Caballero under the basket from the baseline, looking for someone to go with it. Gives it up top to Teague. She shoots a 3-ball and hits it off the window. Make it 25-19. Sailors have got to stick with this Huskies team if they want a chance at winning. Got to go tit for tat. Lost 60 to 39. Yeah, that's right. 21 points last night. So Katie Lake drives in. No good. Harrison pulls it down. There's going to be a jump ball here. And they're going to give this to the Sailors.
Same starting 5 are out on the court right now, not a field. You know, it's kind of surprising to me. They weren't doing much for the Sailors in the first half. I think if they could keep Sam Campbell in there, she's really key in getting those rebounds and those easy layup shots with her tall frame.
Sailors are going to inbound it again. Katie Lake goes to the floor. That's going to be another jump ball. Huskies will be awarded possession this time around. Caballero trying to break the full court press, gives it up top. Here we go now. This is going to be Maggie Skidmore. Skidmore running out of time, splits the defense, gives it over to Shahan. Shahan now back to Caballero. She hits a 3. No good. Rebound Shimmick. Shimmick working. What defense by Caballero. She sends it out to Lake, and now Lake is just going to slow this down. Sailors moving left to right on your radio dial. Katie Lake looks for someone to go, gives it far side to J.C. May. May now working, no look past to Shimmick. Shimmick guarded by Shahan, finds Epstein inside, loses it, goes to the floor, and there's going to be another jump ball. This time it should be back with the Sailors. No, it's going to be with Battle Mountain. Didn't they just give it to Battle Mountain?
I believe so.
Might be an error by the referees there, but Caballero and the Huskies are going to handle it. Inbounds pass is tipped out by Lake. Huskies get a little do-over. 6:07 to play in the third. Sailors down 25-19. 6-point game at Kelly Meek. It's going to be Caballero inbounding it again. Throws it up to Teague. She mossed Katie Lake and comes down with it in transition now. Rebound, no good. Layup, no good. Caballero pulls down the board. Finds Skidmore inside. Kick it out to Teague for three. No good, hard off the glass. And once more, the Huskies get another chance as they pull down another rebound and an air ball layup. Not sure how you do that, but Pennington made it possible. Goes out of bounds. I believe they're going to give this back to the Huskies. Indeed, they will. So Gabriela Caballero, the sophomore, one of the offensive focal points on this team. And we're going to see an and one play get called off for traveling as Eleanor Shahan made the bucket and got fouled. But the refs are going to say no. Gets called for steps. Lake almost gets called for a travel there.
Surprised that wasn't one.
She was bringing up the floor. Katie Lake working, bounce pass over to Epstein. Epstein going to get D'd up near side top corner. Kick it out to Lake once more, dribbles with her left, shoots it out to Shimmick. Shimmick pulls the deep two, buries it. Sailors climbing back into it, down 4 now, 25-21. Much closer game than we saw last night as the Huskies trying to get something here with Pennington. Alden Pennington working versus Katie Lake. Now they're going to give it inside, and there's going to be a whistle called here as Kayla Woodworth gets sent to the floor. Weiss getting ready to check in as they're going to get JC May for this foul. That's her third of the game. 2 more, she'll be out of here, and she's going to take a seat on the bench. Shelby Weiss checks in for her. So Caballero finds Shahan inside, gets fouled. Didn't get the bucket, but she'll shoot 2. Eleanor Shahan heads to the line, and Samantha Campbell gets set to check back in. 5 minutes to go in the third. Sailors down 25-21. Shahan at the free throw line. These could be big.
There we go. First one is in. You know, that's what I was talking about in the first quarter of the game is these offensive fouls that are just like over the back calls and stuff. I get it, they happen, but you got to do something to avoid them. You know, only 1 point made this time, but it turns into a five-point game. With these low-scoring games, every point matters.
Second one's no good from Shahan. Lake gets the rebound, goes coast to coast, and gets fouled. So back-to-back fouls here as Katie Lake's going to head to the line this time around. Sailors on the floor midway through 3. Lucy Shimmick, Samantha Campbell, Katie Lake, Rose Epstein, and Sierra Harrison. Lake first free throw, good. Back to a 4-point game, 26-22. This game completely in reach for the Sailors.
Very much so. You can't really call a game when it's this close until it gets down to the last almost 45 seconds. So if they can keep this even 4-point differential throughout the game, it's definitely possible to come back.
Katie Lake's second one, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Huskies handle it. Here we go. It's going to be Pennington in transition, and now she's going to get fouled. Slow game here in the third as we've seen back-to-back fouls with Alden Pennington heading to the line, shooting 2.
It's only Sierra Harrison's first of the game. You know, she's never really been the most offensively needed player on the team. She's not a super high scorer, but she is really good on defense. She can really get in there, but when she does, sometimes she gets a bit out of control and will foul out, but not very often.
That's very good, Jack. As Pennington hits one and misses one, so she goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. Sailors get the rebound. Katie Lake at the top of the key. Little head fake stolen away there. And Kayla Woodworth is going to give Battle Mountain the ball back. Here's Pennington. Decided not to take the 3. as she finds Woodworth inside. Back to Pennington. 3-ball, no good. And Shahan gets the rebound. Second attempt fails. Finally, the Sailors are able to pull it out as Katie Lake dumps it off to Shimmick. Shimmick works it down low, goes along the baseline, and she's going to shoot too. That foul's on Kayla Woodworth. Second foul of the half for the Huskies. Kayla Woodworth has one. Shimmick at the line. Lake having some words with Coach Ibarra.
First one's good. Shimmick isn't, although she isn't the most high-scoring player on the girls' team, she is pretty consistent when it comes to free throw line. She probably shoots around 50 to 60% on there. The second one's good too, turning this into only a 3-point game, easily attainable by these girls.
That's right, one possession game as the Huskies are going to inbound it here. Here's Woodworth in transition, finds Skidmore, layup. That's a heave, no good, and Caballero's able to pull it down. Out pass to Pennington, who hits the three. Alden Pennington, big shot there. We were just talking about how it's a one-possession game. Now the Huskies are back up by 6. Sailors trying to get something going. Lake goes to the floor, and the ball goes out of bounds. That's a tough one, as that probably should have been a foul on Eleanor Shahan. But the Huskies are going to get another offensive opportunity here with 3:43 to play in the third. Sailors down 30 to 24, 6-point game. Battle Mountain inbounding it, trying to break the full court press. Finds Shahan, guarded by Epstein. Don't want to foul if you're Epstein. As Shahan's trying to bring it past half court, she's running out of time. Finally gets it to Caballero. Now Caballero sends it in the corner. Pennington pump fake, drives in. And there's going to be a whistle called here.
It's a travel call.
She gets called for a travel.
Eleanor Shahan.
And we're going to see a timeout from the Huskies. From the Sailors, actually. I want to say a quick shout out to some of our sponsors here on 105.7 KTYV, also on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com.
Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Friends come to town. Call them at 879-8000 for the locals connection discount. Mountain Mattress and Furniture, located on Loggers Lane, offering the best prices and service without leaving the valley. Shop local and sleep great. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. The Corner Slice, celebrate the Sailors with good food, fun, and friends in downtown Square, Old Town Square in downtown Steamboat. Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Lastly, a shout out to Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515.
Back out of the timeout. Coach Ibarra drawing something up with his girls as Battle Mountain... the Sailors have control here. They're going to have possession. Shimmick will be on the inbounds pass. Sailors got to get it past half court, moving left to right on your radio dial. It's Katie Lake. Lake working, crossover dribble. Nice pick there by Epstein as Shimmick handles it now. Shimmick near side, top corner, inside. Back out to Lake. Lake drives in, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound by Campbell. She goes to the floor and gets called for a travel. 3:10 to play in the third. Sailors down 30 to 24.
This only being the first quarter of the half. The Sailors already at 4 fouls. They really have to work on staying out of foul trouble right now.
Caballero, home run ball, finds Pennington, blocked by Katie Lake. Pennington's second attempt, no good, and finally there's going to be a whistle here. That was a sweet pass from Caballero. She went coast to coast on that. And it's going to be a holding call against Battle Mountain. They get Alden Pennington for that. Sailors get it back. Teague checks in for Maggie Skidmore. And it'll be the Sailors now working left to right. Katie Lake handles it, calls the play, tells everybody to clear out. Tries to find Sam Campbell, and she goes to the floor, gets called for a timeout. So with 2:51 to play here in the third, Sailors down 30-24. Jack, Sailors have been shooting well. It just doesn't seem like they've done enough to climb their way back into this one. What do you think they need to do?
You know, they've been shooting well, but they haven't really been doing much from inside the three-point circle. They've had most of their points have been pretty deep twos. Sam Campbell going, and I think she needs to work inside the paint a little bit more, get a few more fast breaks also would help them out a lot. Having open basket is something that will really change the game for these girls.
And so, out of the timeout, 2:51 to play in the third. Sailors down 30-24. Shimmick will inbound it. Finds Katie Lake. Lake's going to get guarded by Kayla Woodward. Crossover dribble, top of the key, gives it down low to Campbell. Campbell puts her hand out, says stop. Let's run this play. Cross-court pass over to Harrison. Harrison looks inside, tries to find Epstein, goes off the foot of Shahan.
Saw a lot that possession. The girls just throwing it around outside of the three-point circle. You know, dribbling is something that's in the game for a reason. I think if they can start doing it a bit more, it'll work for them a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. As Campbell looks inside, tries to find Epstein, stolen away. Here's Caballero in transition. Looks cross-court. Finds Teague, spins around, slows it down, finds Pennington now. Pennington, top of the key, over to Teague, wide open three ball, can't hit there, and it'll be the Sailors pulling it down. Sierra Harrison. Shimmick, crossover, stolen away for a moment by Teague. Can't hang on to it. She ate Butterfingers for breakfast as that one goes out of bounds, and the Sailors get it back. Harrison is going to check out. Erica Simmons checks back in. Sailors inbounded. Find Erica Simmons. Drives in. Kicks it out to Lake. Lake now. Pump fakes. Turnaround. Jay. No good. Ball's going to be tipped. Chased down by Teague. And she runs into Epstein. Are they going to get for the offensive foul? No. They're going to get a block on Rose Epstein. Good effort there. It was a good flop, but in the end it didn't work out. So, 5 fouls for the Sailors. That's Epstein's first of the game. Huskies will throw it inbounds in the offensive zone. Caballero looks for someone to go, gives it up top to Pennington. Now inside, back to Caballero. Gets D'd up in the corner, trapped. Somehow finds her way out of it, finds Shahan along the baseline. Shahan working, and Epstein got her hand on that. Tipped out of bounds. Caballero will throw it back in.
Erica Simmons did just check in the game for Sierra Harrison. She was only in the game previously for about 1 minute, 2 minutes probably, and she made 5 points, so hopefully she can do something for these girls today.
Shot's good from Eleanor Shahan as make it 32-24 now. 1:30 to go in the third quarter of action. Here's Erica Simmons, top of the key. Dribble move here. She's working versus Pennington. Now gives it over to Katie Lake. Goes along the baseline. Got the 10-foot J to fall. 32-26. Sailors going tit for tat with the Huskies. Caballero pulls up from range and buries it. Wow. Gabriela Caballero bangs it home. 3-ball, 35-26, 9-point game, and there's going to be an offensive foul called on Katie Lake. From the top of the key, they're going to get her for the charge as we run under a minute to play. So the Huskies get it back. Sailors got 6 fouls in this half now as we're not even in the fourth quarter. Could hurt them in the long run. Reminder, Huskies beat these Sailors girls yesterday in Battle Mountain. Inbound pass over to Caballero. Caballero now over to Shahan. Shahan's gotten a lot of time tonight as it's going to be worked over. Stolen away by Samantha Campbell. Campbell outlets it over to Simmons. We've got 44 seconds on the clock. Simmons working near side top corner. She's going to go down low. Throw an elbow out. Find Campbell inside. Turn around. Jump. Blocked. Somehow gathered by Simmons as she gives it back to May, and now she just misses Rose Epstein on the pass. Ball goes out of bounds. Huskies take control. 30 seconds to go in the third. Sailors down 35-26.
I'm sure with 30 seconds left in the game, I'm sure these girl Huskies are going to try to keep this ball for the last possession of the game, and I think going out of the quarter with 9 points above, I think they're going to really be rolling through this last quarter.
Missed shot there from the Huskies as we run under 17 seconds to go. Here's Erica Simmons and company taking it down the floor for the Sailors. Over to JC May, near side top corner, over to Shimmick. Shimmick working. She goes down low along the baseline. Countdown commences. Shimmick looks, finds Campbell, back up to May. May drives in, steps back, finds Simmons, heaves one up, and that won't do it as third quarter comes to an end. I'm Lone Epstein for Jack Colfer on 105.7 KTYV, also on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com. Sailors down 35-26 after 3.
Hi, Steamboat friends. This is Charlie Green from Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Do you ever notice how grumpy your parents get when house guests arrive? Or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane for the best price and selection on Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Simmons mattresses. Plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. If everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
Steamboat Resorts has been welcoming the world to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. With a large array of properties situated around the mountain base, we can host you, your family, and friends for your next Steamboat vacation. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for your Locals Connection discount. That's 879-8000, or go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts, the lodging leader.
No. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Tanner Raper running our camera here in the booth as the Sailors enter this fourth and final quarter of action, down 35-26. Erica Simmons is going to give it over to JC May. May tries to run off the pick. No look pass over to Shelby Weiss. Weiss now inside. Finds Harrison. Puts up a shot. No good. Rims out. Huskies pull it back down. Jack, the Sailors down by a fair amount here in this fourth quarter. What do you think they do? You think they should just start heaving threes or take the conservative route?
I definitely do not think they should start heaving threes. That hasn't really worked for them today. I think getting inside the paint would really help them out today.
Ball goes out of bounds on the Huskies' end. JC May is going to inbound it, trying to break the full court press. Here's Lucy Shimmick. Shimmick working. Hard pick set there by May as they've got to get it past half court, running out of time. May handles it at the top of the key. She's going to be working versus Skidmore. Good defense here from the Huskies in the paint as Shelby Weiss is going to handle it. Weiss gets called for a travel. Yeah. Saw that coming from a mile away. Couldn't set her feet as we've got 7:09 to go in the fourth. Sailors down 35-26.
6 fouls for the Sailors. One more, they're going to be in the bonus, which is going to kill them with this game. It's just going to widen the lead of Battle Mountain.
Battle Mountain splits the defense. Caballero goes coast to coast, puts up a shot, no good. What a waste of a possession there as the Sailors get it back. JC May tells everybody to clear out, and she's going to take it up the floor herself. May working, steps in on Shahan, now finds Weiss, turnaround jumper, air ball, and the Huskies come back the other way with it. Ariana Lopez back out to Shahan. Shahan working, baseline, back to Lopez for three, off the window, and Shimmick's able to pull down the rebound. So no scoring here yet in the fourth. Sailors got some work to do, down by 9. Shimmick handles it. Back out to Simmons. Deep 2. No good. Toe was on the line. Huskies pull it down. In transition, it's Lopez again. Steps back. Gives it over to Caballero. Pennington for 3. Buries it. Alden Pennington makes it 38-26. J.C. May kicks it out to Harrison. Now back to Simmons. Simmons working, finds Weiss at the free throw line. And Shimmick gets bodied as Ariana Lopez came out like a free safety and dropped her. No foul. Oh, it will be a foul. They're not putting it on the scoreboard. Oh, and then finally they do. So that foul is going to go on Eleanor Shahan. Make it 38-26. Here's a shot from Shimmick off the inbounds pass. Sailors lose it, and 3 girls go to the floor. Another foul is going to be called here. This time against J.C. May. And that will put the Battle Mountain Huskies in the bonus this evening. So everybody who doesn't really follow basketball, from here on out, the Huskies are going to be shooting at least 1 free throw every time they get fouled. This time it'll be Caballero. J.C. May checks out. That's her 4th foul of the game. Molly Brown checks in for Erica Simmons. Katie Lake in the game now as well. Caballero at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Sailors down 38-26, 12-point game. First one, no good, and it's pulled down by the Sailors. Sailors, home run ball. Finds Harrison. Harrison now back to Brown. Gives it over to Weiss. Weiss working. Slow pace. Loses it. Stolen away. And here we go. Caballero is just going to take a moment. Line up the 3. And she can't hit. Shelby Weiss, I don't know what she was doing there. No closeout defense whatsoever. As that could have been a bad shot for the Huskies.
At this point, you could almost say it's sealed with a 12-point lead. Almost 5 minutes left to go. It's not much of a game anymore.
Maybe they should go to plan B and start chucking threes. As that one's stolen away by Pennington. She goes all the way up and gets fouled. No, she's going to get called for the travel. So, Shelby Weiss got called for the travel. Alden Pennington got called for the travel. At first we thought it was a foul on Weiss, and now the inbounds pass is stolen away. Caballero, 3-ball, no good. Ariana Lopez gets the rebound, and we're going to see a timeout from Battle Mountain. Take this time to say a quick shout out to some of our sponsors. Once again, I'm Lone Epstein with Jack Colfer on 105.7 KTYV.
Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. UC Health, Yamp Valley Medical Center, bring innovative and leading-edge care to patients throughout the Rocky Mountains. Chris Puckett at the downtown Edward Jones office. Call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
So, Jack, 4:55 to go here in the 4th. Sailors down by 12 points. What's the game plan if you're Coach Ibarra?
You know, they've been doing a lot of sloppy passes. I think they just need to slow it down a little bit, run a few plays, and maybe get the ball moving around a little bit more.
Slow it down with 5 minutes to go?
You know, slowing it down, just passing it around, not taking as many sloppy shots.
Battle Mountain's going to inbound it. Caballero handles it. Caballero runs off the pick, holds it above her head. Looks for someone to go, gives it off to Shahan. Now inside, ball's going to be stripped away. Shahan somehow ends up with it, and now throws it right into the arms of Shimmick. So Lucy Shimmick with a steal there. She gives it over to Katie Lake. Lake takes a bomb 3, can't hit. Shimmick rebound, gets fouled. So Lucy Shimmick will shoot 2.
It's the Huskies' 5th foul tonight in the second half, and possibly the Sailors could milk 2 more out of them, be in the bonus. And you know, in this point, every pointer is going to make a difference for them and get them a little closer to that 12-point gap.
Fouls on Ariana Lopez. Shimmick hits the first one. Make it 38-27 now. 11-point game. Sailors need to do something on the defensive end right after these free throws, as Shimmick's second one goes in. So she goes 2 for 2. And Battle Mountain now with Alden Pennington. the focal point of tonight's offense for the Huskies. She gives it over to Shahan. Ball's going to be tipped up. Caballero comes down with it. And Gabriela Caballero is going to be D'd up by Shimmick. Drives in, gets by. Layup no good. Surprised there was no foul called there. Molly Brown got the rebound. Now Molly Brown's going to kick it out to Katie Lake. Lake over to Harrison. Has the wide open three. Decides not to take it. Drives in. Back to Shimmick. Shimmick working around the horn over to Katie Lake. Lake loses it and it goes out of bounds. They're going to give this to the Huskies.
I think if that wouldn't have gone out of the bound, I think they would have called Katie Lake for a travel anyway. She was taking a few steps. She stumbled a little bit.
I think you're right. 3:45 to play. Clock counting down. Huskies doing their best to milk the final seconds off of this one. As a nice little move there from Caballero, trying to get by Shimmick. Caballero, crossover dribble. Loses it for a moment. Now gives it over to Skidmore. Goes along the baseline, out to Lopez for three, hits it, and that could be the dagger, folks. As the Huskies are the first team to 40, they go up 41-28. Katie Lake working over to Weiss. Weiss drives in, sends it out to Brown. Brown pump fake behind the arc, back inside to Weiss, turnaround Jay, no good. Lopez with the rebound. Under 3 minutes to go now in this fourth and final frame. 41-28 your score. Caballero crossover dribble. Give it up to Shahan. Shahan's just going to hold it. Wait for somebody to go on her. As ball's going to be tipped out of Shimmick's arms and inside back to Shahan. Now there's going to be a foul called here. I believe this is going to be on the Sailors. And that'll be on Molly Brown. Her first of the game. Shelby Weiss checks out. JC May checks back in. She's got 4 fouls. One more and she's done. Ariana Lopez at the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1. 2:41 in the ball game. Lopez, first one, good. Make it 42-28.
I think when it comes down to a 14-point game with only 2.5 minutes left, it can almost be called as done. The Sailors don't have much in the way of players that can really save them right now.
Second free throw, no good. Skidmore gets the rebound and gets fouled once more. Man, it's frustrating to watch the Sailors in the paint. They don't know how to play defense without fouling. It really is.
I agree.
Even in the games they won, even in the span of 3 games that they did win from playing such good defense, they were still having double-digit fouls a game. That'll be their 9th of the half. And JC May, with her 5th, fouls out.
You know, I think one of their problems, I think every single one of their problems might be coming from the paint. They can't get rebounds, they can't make layups, they can't take shots, and they get too aggressive and get fouls. I think that's just something that Coach Ibarra has to address.
I think you're absolutely right. They can't control themselves. As the first one is missed from Skidmore. And substitution here as Eleanor Shahan checks out and Wilder Isom checks in. Rose Epstein in the game for JC May, who fouled out. And Skidmore hits the second one. So she goes 1 for 2. 2.5 minutes to play. 43-28. Sailors looking to do something quickly here as Katie Lake brings it past half court. Ball's tipped away. Lake gets it back, goes to the rack, and she can't hit the layup. Epstein got the second attempt and was fouled. I don't believe she will be shooting 2. It's going to be a pushing call. Battle Mountain still has 1 to give. And Shimmick will inbound it for the Sailors. 2:27 to play. Lucy Shimmick looking for someone to go. Looks inside, stolen away for a moment. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to be Battle Mountain Huskies basketball. Sloppy plays like that. You know, they run inbound plays. Each coach, Coach Van Dahl, he's probably got 50, but Coach Ibarra, I know, has at least 5 inbounds passes. You got to run them to perfection.
Exactly.
Caballero handles it for the Huskies, working versus Lucy Shimmick, no point in fouling right now as she gets Shimmick turned around. Caballero steps back, sends it to the corner. Wilder Isom. Now back up top to Pennington. 2 minutes to go here now as ball's going to be gathered by the Huskies in the corner, stolen away by Katie Lake. Lake drives in, gets to the rack, and another whistle called here. Under 2 minutes to go. 43-28. Game is all but over. And this will be on
Ariana Lopez.
That's her third of the game. Katie Lake's at the free throw line. First one up and no good. She'll get one more. Sailors in the bonus now. After this game, Sailors boys taking on the Huskies as Mac Riniker dominated with 23 points last night in Battle Mountain. Sailors won by 5. It was a close one. Huskies came to play as this ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touch by Pennington. So the Sailors get it back. Down 43-29, $1:57 remaining. Lake on the inbounds pass, gives it over to Molly Brown. Now up top to Shimmick. Over to Lake for 3. Got it! Clean! That's a big-time shot right there. Makes it an 11-point game. 43-32. Here's Pennington working versus Epstein. Don't foul. Don't foul, Rose. Ball goes out of bounds, and that's good defense right there. Sailors get it back.
The Sailors are picking up lots of steam and lots of energy here. I believe if there is maybe 3 or 4 minutes in the game, they could have some there, but with only a minute and a half left, I'd seal it. It's a tough loss for them.
And we're going to see a timeout called by the Sailors. One last shout out to our sponsors here on 105.7 KTYV, also on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Friends coming to town, call them at 879-8000 for the Locals Connection discount. Mountain Mattress and Furniture, located on Loggers Lane, offering the best prices and service without leaving the valley. Shop local and sleep great. Yamp Valley Bank, the Yamp Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated. The contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. The Corner Slice, celebrate the Sailors with good food, fun, and friends in Old Town Square and downtown Steamboat. Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Russell's Auto, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515.
So out of the timeout, minute and a half to go. Sailors will inbound it. Lucy Shimmicks leading the way, down 43-32. Shimmick gives it over to Molly Brown. Back to Shimmick. Shimmick moving left to right on your radio dial. She drives in, puts up a shot, no foul, and Caballero pulls it down. Nice little move there, and she sends Shimmick to her knees. Caballero getting bothered by Katie Lake, and they get a steal out of it. Wow, that's good defense from the Sailors as Brown steps up off the window for 2. Make it 43-34. Ball's tipped out. Huskies control it.
I think Molly Brown there, I don't think she should have taken that last step to go inside of the three-point circle. She had wide open. There's 10 feet before there's another defender. If she could have taken that 3, it would make it an 8-point game, you know.
Eleanor Shahan checks in the game. And it's stolen away again by Katie Lake. Rebound from Epstein, puts up a shot, no good, out of bounds, stays with the Sailors. Under a minute to go. And I hate to say it, but it might be too little too late for the Sailors because they're down 43-34 with 59 seconds of the game. We're going to see another timeout from Coach Ibarra. You think it's possible?
No. Definite. I want to say yes. I'd like to say yes. But, I mean, with the Battle Mountain Huskies, they're up, 9 points? And, you know, they have possessions, too. They have opportunities to score. The Sailors, you know, I'd say they only have 2 or 3 possessions left, maybe. I'd feel, I hate to say it, but I think there's nothing they can really do to save this game. And that's a good point there, Jack.
As the Sailors getting ready to come out of the timeout. Sailors boys directly after this broadcast taking on Battle Mountain. So the Sailors out of the timeout. 59 seconds to go. Down 43-34. Lucy Shimmick on the inbounds pass. Shimmick throws it up, finds Katie Lake. Lake drives in with her left hand, kicks it out. Epstein steps up for two and buries it. Her first points of the night come on with 45 seconds in the game. And there's going to be a whistle called here.
Clearly a foul on Rose Epstein there. Obvious shove, That wasn't even subtle at all. Those are the ones that you need to avoid. And that shot she just took, wide open again. If she could have made that a three and sunk it, combined if Molly Brown had done the same thing, it would only been a 5-point game. That's just things they need to work on and be aware of. And the Sailors in the double bonus now with the Huskies at the free throw line after the Epstein foul. Kayla Woodworth at the line. Woodworth goes 2 for 2. Make it 45-36. 44 seconds to go. Here's Katie Lake. Lake looks over, finds Epstein, drives in, loses it, kicks it outside. Brown, top of the key, back inside to Epstein. Shot, no good. Shahan pulls it down, give it up, stolen away again. It's Katie Lake. Lake with under 30 seconds to play, gives it over to Epstein for three off the front of the backboard. And Sailors get it back, but it goes out of bounds. Huskies have it. 17 seconds on the clock, too little, too late. Huskies are going to walk out of here with a second dub in a row. W means win. In a row against the Sailors as they dominated the Sailors last night. Shahan gets the rebound, gets the inbounds pass. What a play here as Skidmore gets to the rack for two, and that'll cap it off. As we've got 8 seconds to go. Shimmick, one last effort, drives in, saves it. Epstein for two, no good. Final buzzer sounds at Kelly Meek Gymnasium. And the Steamboat Springs Sailors girls basketball team loses another one, 47-36. It's a lot better than what they did after losing 60-39. Gotta have, there's always good things to take away from it. Sailors now on a 2-game losing streak. For Jack Colfer, I'm Lowen Epstein. We'll be back in a few minutes for the broadcast of the Sailors boys.
This is Steamboat Sailors basketball, brought to you by Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, The Corner Slice, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Steamboat Ace Hardware, UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, Chris Puckett at the downtown Edward Jones office, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and Mountain Mattress and Furniture.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wharton of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Neerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Retirement? Just not for me. I'm an old Air Force vet pushing 80. I've got no intention of quitting anytime soon. Apparently, my heart didn't get that memo. I went to the doctor thinking, case of exercise-induced asthma. A few tests later, I learned I had a critical blockage known as the Widowmaker. But the cardiologists at UC Health, they worked together to bring it back out of retirement.
Read Val Terman's story at uchealth.org/stories. UC Health. Live extraordinary.